Hello, my name is MAWI BATIMAH, Senior Pastor of Salvation Gates of Praise Ministries International. This morning I come your way with a word that I believe will bless your life tremendously. And today my message to you is this: learning is earning. Learning is earning. Okay? I want you to make it a point to learn in your life. Anybody who learns earns something, and by that you add something to your life. I was moved and I was intrigued by one of the wisest men to walk the face of the earth by the name of Solomon. The Bible introduces us to him as the wisest, putting Jesus Christ of Nazareth aside. Because the Bible says when Jesus came, he said one greater than Solomon is here. Okay? But looking at the life of Solomon, reading through the book of Proverbs, reading through the book of Ecclesiastes, we find tremendous wisdom. We find vast amounts of wisdom. And one thing moves me. Every day Solomon says something, that I saw something under the sun. I see something under the sun. And that is what I want us to be looking at today. Whatever experiences Solomon had in life, whatever thing that he saw people go through, Solomon learned something. And as a result of what he learned, he earned something. Let me say something to you. In this particular life, it's not really the most hardworking people who are paid. It's people who know more who are paid. You are paid for how much you know, and not necessarily the difficulty or how hard the work that you do is. Whether it's by experience, because there are certain jobs people look for experience, people who are experienced, or people who probably have the qualification in terms of degrees and then all of that. Whatever thing it is, bear this in mind. People are paid for how much they know all over the world. And it is not really how difficult it is. From today, make it a point to learn something in your life every day as you go through life. Okay? Because learning is earning. I've always said something to God's people, that life is a teacher. Life is a teacher. And life teaches us as we go through life. And those who fail to learn from life as a teacher end up being punished by life as a teacher. That's why they say first fool is not a fool. Okay? Because if you were a fool once and you learned from your mistakes, then you become wiser. Let me tell you something. Wisdom comes from observation. Wisdom comes from learning. So let us be like Solomon today. He said, for I saw something under the sun. I learned something from what I saw. Make sure that every day of your life, you learn something, and by that way, you earn something. Sometimes it's not even really about money, but it is about the ability to know what to do and what not to do in life. What is right from what is wrong. And many people do not know that. Today, I want you to build yourself by this way. Learn something. One day when your child comes to you and says, Daddy, I do not know this, what you have as an advantage over that particular person is what you have as an experience, what you have learned from life, and therefore have earned over that particular child, over that particular individual. Today, I leave you with this message that you learn something every day and be like Solomon. Because as wise as he is, there were many things that he did which were not right. Because God told them, do not marry from the other nations because they will take you away from me. And Solomon didn't listen to God. He wanted to experiment. And when he went in there, he saw the sort of distraction, the troubles that all of these things brought him. And from his experience, he will counsel us. He will talk to us about the strange woman. He will talk to us about the wisdom that the world was built upon. And all of these things. Wherever you find yourself around the world, in whichever capacity that you find yourself, whatever thing that you are doing, today it may not count, but someday, sometime, that knowledge you've got, that particular wisdom that you've got will speak for you. It will count. Remember what God said to his people. He said, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. He didn't say for lack of prayer and fasting. I believe many Christians fast 40 days, 60 days, and all of that. But one thing that we are lacking is knowledge, and that comes from learning. Remember this, learning is earning. Decide to learn something today, add value to your life, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Bye.